Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Peace in the Midst. Today I want to talk about reaching for a better way in change. Behind me is a landscape that just shows how quickly it can change. And what I want to talk about is our ability to listen deeper. Listen to ourselves, to our bodies, to each other. It changes everything when we can open up, courageously listen. Listen to a new story, maybe in ourselves and maybe in others. But how quickly it can change when we don't listen to when we take a breath before we react. And we have the courage to reach out and listen. Today, Daily Word talks about reach, which it's very much about how we can quickly change our perceptions. As I reach out from my best, I create heaven on earth. Heaven right here in front of us. How quickly it can change from the preconception of what you're holding for another to the embodied prayer of just offering love to that person who might be having problems, who might be having a bad day, but it's not about me. It's about them. And if we just send love to them and have the courage to listen, to reach out to them and listen, it can change as quickly as this light changes on the landscape behind me. Here's Daily Word. Taking a moment to stretch feels wondrously luxurious, especially after a long period of inactivity. Spreading our arms, lengthening our spines, flexing our muscles. What a glorious, refreshing activity as an embodied being, right? A human being having this, a spiritual being having this human experience. Likewise, our lives expand when we reach out in courage to a new perception. Stretching ourselves in the direction of growth and not knowing. We don't know everything. We broaden our horizons when we dare to listen, envisioning the highest potential for that other person and yourself. It's about trust. Trusting the indwelling, that higher power, whether you call it the Christ presence or the Holy One of many names, or whatever that is that is more powerful inside you, that the still small voice. When we listen to ourselves, to our bodies, we create heaven on earth right in front of us. Let's take that into our meditation today. But first, let us breathe in that fresh, light-filled breath of change. Breathe in. Hold it. Hold the light. Let it light you up from the inside out. And exhale. Let's take another couple breaths together. When we fill up with light, fill up with gratitude, whatever's up for you today. Breathe in. Send love to any place in your body that needs a little extra love. And exhale, push it there. Continue consciously using your breath in this meditation. And we begin again. Choose a higher vibration. Choose the beauty of this steel drum. Choose the higher voice, your voice. Not disrespecting what you're feeling, not that. Knowing it's a human find yourself drifting, you have the power to change by your breath. Breathe in and exhale. By the power of silence, the peace that passes all understanding, underneath the turbulence of whatever's going on in the outside world, whatever's going on in this video behind us, storm brewing, we can drop down and find peace right here in our hearts, holy ground, where the landscape is always sunny. Let's just sit with that for a while in the silence. Breathing, consciously choosing the higher. And if you find yourself drifting, drift back to center. Choose love. Drop down. You have the power under your breath to change to something higher, to that experience of the higher. Drop down. We breathe deep of this well, this holy ground of a new understanding, always available under the breath when we drop down and remember who we are. Such power, such strength, such understanding, such peace right here and right now. We affirm this power as we step out into the rest of our day, into this beautiful community, into friendship and this embodied experience, knowing that we can choose to change. We can choose the higher in the next moment, every moment. Thank you so much for joining me today.